Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. And give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case the notifications didn't pop up. First things first, happy hump day again to everybody. Hopefully everybody done got through the day. For those on the West Coast, hopefully y'all getting through the day as well. Top of the evening to everybody. And happy Thursday to those already across the side of the world. Journey, what's going on, baby? Cruising, what's going on? Appreciate those who tuned in for the live early this morning. Usually I would went a little longer, but your boy tried to get some rest and still ain't even get none. And back at work again for another double, but it's all good. Be off the next 2 nights. If you didn't catch the live this morning, you can always catch the replay. Definitely was a good conversation this morning. Shout outs to Miss April for popping up. And shout outs to world famous Charlie D. Good people, good people. Title is clear as day. And it's a little different only because this is another awareness that we should not overlook or underlook. And we see that it's becoming a growing problem. The opioid use and everything else is getting out of hand. And it's worse than it was back in the day. I mean, let's be honest. If you ain't popping a perk or popping something else, you doing something else you ain't supposed to be doing. And I'm speaking to those who really need to hear this. If you are already experimenting with drugs you ain't supposed to be experimenting with, I would advise you to stay far away from it. Try to get help as quick as possible. Because the easiest way to get addicted to anything is just constantly using it. Some of y'all like to sip that lean and stuff like that. You do know that lean comes with a cost, right? Once you stop using that lean, your body done been so dependent on it, you start going into seizures and could possibly go into a death. And again, this is why I was saying, you should be happy for every day that you are able to wake up. You have something to offer to the world. And some of y'all have to realize it. But some of y'all ain't going to realize it until it's too late. And I hate to say it like that, but some of y'all ain't. And it's only because you done got so hooked onto it, you refuse to let your pride tell somebody you need help. Boss lady, what's going on, baby? Willis, what's going on, my guy? I was looking at some old archives about a few things, and the sad problem it was always either some alcohol or some pills mixed up in the mix of things. You get certain situations where somebody can mess up their life. Why? Because you that hooked on the drugs, you moving around with people, you not fully being mindful of, ages and all of that stuff. And then you end up getting caught with some shit that you shouldn't even be getting caught with. I was watching a short video like about an hour or so ago. They was doing interviews with people who had just got released from jail, or I think some of them were still in jail, but one of them looked like he had just got home. But he said his only regret was going back to jail a second time. And that second time was for something way different. Sexual assault on a minor. Say he was on the drugs heavy with the wrong person, saying she's 21, find out she was 17. And see, again, those drugs do plague the mind, and they do poison the mind. Because you'll start making irrash decisions or start making decisions you would not normally have made. rather in a sober state or if you was just smoking some weed. Some people was always trying to say that weed was the gateway to all the other drugs. Highly doubtful. I knew some people that was on the hard stuff way before they thought about even drinking a shot of liquor or even taking their first puff of weed. And sometimes it all depends and starts from the home. And that shouldn't be overlooked neither. It's crazy because you hate to see stuff like that where you gotta hear, damn son, he got wrapped up in that. Damn, he got wrapped up in that. Yeah, you hate to hear that, but when you let the drugs take over your mind, this is exactly the type of result you get. And I want to say this to some of the young fellas. I'm going to address the women too, but it's not going to be as hard. I got to address the fellas because, again, if you out here doing whatever it is you're doing, you should have a moderation to what it is you're doing. Even if you ain't going to listen to heed, even if you feel you don't want to stop using, you need to be mindful of how much you're using. Because you not paying attention will be the main reason why you either get in a lengthy sentence or you could possibly end up ruining your life. Love you. What's going on, baby? And see, and that's the thing. When you know you on the wrong type of drugs, especially those you could really get hooked on to, you need to get you that help. You let your pride stand in the way and watch how your life slowly fades away. Pill popping definitely done got higher in my opinion. Because shoot, whoever ain't smoking weed right now, they popping pills. We know drinking is always going to be in the mix of something because everybody's always festive. But it's just the craziness that they would always try to say it's the weed that does it. No, it's not the weed. A lot of times it be alcohol that'll lead you to something else. I done watched the alcoholic turn to a whole dope head. Make that make sense. So if anything, I would say it's the alcohol that's the gateway because you get too drunk, you might do something, not even remember what you did. You get too fucked up, you definitely gonna have a blackout. You're gonna have a hangover moment. You really not gonna remember half of the shit that happened. And if you mix something in the midst of alcohol, you definitely done messed up. You got too many cocktails in your body. Miss QT, what's going on, baby? How many cases have you heard where people have made that simple mistake? Hard on the drugs, being around the wrong people, not even checking to make sure the people you around are of age, and then you get wrapped up in something like that. And I feel like this, the pill popping, man, listen. When people was popping pills back in the day, at least in my opinion, they wasn't popping them every day. They would pop them on the occasions. Like some people, they pop them on occasions, especially if they know they about to get into some action for the night. But then you got those who every day they need one. It's like their body can't function without it. And you'll start seeing the, yo, let me get that, bro. Yo, son, let me get that. It's probably one or two people I know that I watched come up. They ain't that younger than me. But they now turning into straight fiends. They done went from smoking weed drinking, and just having regular parties to, man, listen, they out there hard now. Shit crazy. You got to definitely be mindful on these accords because it's a sad epidemic that we seen, and it's rising more than it should. No, I never understood that. You know, the popping pills, I never understood that shit. That right there.
You left it open for me?
Yeah. I kind of figured you was right around the corner, bro. I was just on the, hold on one second, y'all. I was just on the cameras because Lance had texted me and said something about watch his side. I don't know if he was doing a round or whatever.
Lance said something?
Yeah, it hit me, but I think it was because somebody was roaming around. It was some people that was roaming around, but I guess he was in the middle of the round.
Yeah.
I had just finished mine, but I ain't seen nobody. The last people I seen, shit, it was over here. I don't know if they was trying to shoot photos or do some dumb shit. Other than that, it should be a light when it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain, rain.
Yeah.
SS, what's going on, bro? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. No, but it's the truth, y'all. I mean, let's really look at the logics. How many cases have we seen over the years where people wrapped up on the hard drugs? They moving around with these women. They not even really paying attention. Man, first things first, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all young men, let me tell y'all something. You over the age of 21, you should know better anyway. I'm sorry. If you see somebody ain't moving like how they claim to be, if you claiming that you 21, oh yeah, I'm getting on the women next. Getting on the young women next too, because this is a prime example of why things are always happening too. Being too fast. You know? No doubt, Bird. I already know. You know, it's just, come on. You young men should know that if somebody claiming to be 21 and they ain't moving like it, 9 out of 10, they ain't 21. And you'll be able to tell to a degree. Again, I don't care how grown she might look. The mannerisms and the body language says enough. And if you're going to be out here on these drugs hard, you need to be mindful of what you're doing. It's just that simple. It's just like you're going to be out here drinking, be responsible. Don't put yourself in a situation or put yourself behind a vehicle or something that you can mess around and take your own life. Oh, this motherfucker with that damn music, bro. My bad. I had to come out and smoke a cigarette, but I want to hear that fucking music. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing, really. Some people have experimented. I'm not going to sit here in front. Some people probably have experimented, but then you have those who just, they go off the rip. They go way off the fucking deep end with it. And it should never get that far at all. And again, if you're going to be out here moving like that, you should be at least knowing who's around you and what's being presented around you. Because don't nobody need to hear no situation where it's, oh, you done got wrapped up. You done got caught with a minor probably under the age of 17, 16. Come on. I don't give a damn if she done sat here and told you she was 25. I'll be looking for ID and I'll be watching to see how she moves all in all. Now, to you young women out there that are in these streets that don't care about yourselves, you should care about yourselves enough not to be trying to be around no grown men, period. And see the sad part about some of these youth, and I say it because it's the truth, some of these youth know they can't get what they want. They want to be adults so badly, but you can't go to the liquor store. You can't go get no weed from nobody, especially if it's the neighborhood dealer that know your parents or that don't even want to fucking remotely serve anything to you, which is a respectful thing because I'm not going to be serving no kid nothing. I'm not going to be handing no kid nothing. Just not going to be doing it. And seeing that's the common problem now. So I was laughing the other week. Yo, my man, yo, you think you can get me a bottle of what? Nigga, how old are you? And I laughed and walked away like, nigga, how old are you? Like, you really thought I was gonna even take that? No. If that was the case, nigga, I know this is how you know sometimes. You wanna fucking see what's what? Tell their ass to go to the liquor store, get a pack of cigarettes and see how that works. You'll see that it ain't gonna work for them. So that should tell you right there. If they can't even do that, they can't even get in the club, nah. Get away from that. You can't let the fucking drugs take over your mind that badly. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Happy Wednesday to everybody that pulled in. You know, and I feel that's the goddamn honest truth. Shit, I remember I remember one of my boys did that same shit. He couldn't be, because here's the thing. He couldn't tell off the rip because again, her whole aura presented like a grown woman. But he said the simplest thing, okay, I can't figure this out. Watch this. Come on, let's go to the liquor store. Yo, listen, well, I got the car parked, go in there and get what you want to drink. Once he said that, whole facial expression changed. He said the whole facial expression changed. Like, what you mean, let's go to, I can't go in there. Why you can't go in there? Sure enough. Found out why she couldn't go in there. Bad enough she was underage, but it's bad she got banned from that same ass liquor store trying to be slick. So some of y'all women need to stop trying to be slick. I'm talking to you young women that's moving out in these streets crazy. It's time for y'all to get it together. It doesn't matter what ground you coming from. Whether you got people that love and care for you or you coming from a shitty background. You should love yourself enough to know this is some things you're not going to be able to do. No doubt, Tanya. I know you had a long one. I know. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. You know, but again, you young women have to hear that too. There should be no reason why you would want to even remotely be with an adult. You want to be an adult so badly, you want to be with an adult, but you're not making adult moves. You're not making calculated decisions. You're not. Fathers got to be active in both lives, not just the daughters, but the sons too. But again, this is where that family dynamic needs to come back into play. Some of you women are going to have to start letting these men be parents. Let these men be fathers, especially the ones who are doing well. Like I said before, the ones who are doing good and want to be active, let them do their damn thing. Put your damn petty differences and emotions to the side. This is another way we could alleviate some of these problems. And some of these people end up getting hooked before they even 18. That's why I said the opioid and the pill popping done got crazier. And they getting even younger and younger. And some of these people are dying even younger and younger. Overdosing. If it ain't on the pill, it's on the lean. If it ain't that, somebody caught a bad batch of some shit they shouldn't have caught. Or they done had a bad trip, did some shit, and then got themselves killed. I remember one year out here, nigga that used to live in my building. Everything was cool. With the wrong people one night, he went tweaking. Cops damn near killed his ass. And think about it. When you got somebody that's high functioning, mentally challenged, and that nigga strong, that was a fucking battle right there to get his ass to even calm down. Whatever he was tweaking on, he had to get sent away for a minute and all that shit. Ask him, was it worth it now? He don't even remember half of the night that happened. Yo, Frankie, what's going on, bro? So I said you gotta be mindful of what you doing and how you doing it. And again, some of you young women shouldn't even be moving in the streets the way you moving. You need to focus on trying to better yourself, educate yourself, and do something constructive with your life. Same thing with you fellas out here. And some of you young men, you definitely wilding. You coming from a background where your parents, I don't care if you got one parent, two parents, or you got the whole damn Huxtable family in the house. You coming from a background where you know you loved and you good, just do what you got to do. You know you got maybe one more year of school to finish that year off. Don't get distracted and get confused and get caught up in the wrong shit. And again, for each one, teach one. And I feel like at some point somebody gonna get that message because they gonna feel that. Because this is coming from the soul right now. Look how many cases we done had of grown men getting wrapped up in situations, or even young adults getting wrapped up in situations because of the drug use. I've seen some people experiment with E. And see, if anything, that was the main thing back in the day, was the ecstasy pill. Sorry to say it, that was the thing for some people, even when it wasn't heavy pill poppers, but shit, when they was in the moves, that's what you was gonna get. You was either gonna get that or some acid. Yo, Bear, what's going on, bro? You know, and that's the crazy part about it. They'll try to tell you weed is the most dangerous drug, and they made it seem like it was the most dangerous drug forever because look how long it took them to start legalizing it in certain states. But meanwhile, the opioids that they had was legal. The pills is legal. Like, come on, you had to make it make sense. Yeah, bro, I know. And then you got to be mindful of them too, because those is how some people are catching those overdoses. Because for all you know, you think you taking a regular one of those pills and you done pop the Fetty. Or you done pop one of them ice. Or you done did something else that could possibly kill you or make you get on a psychotic trip. You got to be mindful and careful of what you're doing and what you're putting in your body regardless. You might not want to hear it, but you need to hear it. See, I ain't going to lie. I'm a heavy weed smoker. I'm an occasional drinker now. I'm not a heavy drinker like I used to be. But even still, I had a moderation. I could go to sleep with a bottle and wake up with that same bottle. Even if I drunk something in the middle of the night. Waking up. It didn't matter. That's because I used to go heavy. When I did get the liquor shit, I was getting a gallon. I wasn't getting no petty ass, no. I was getting either a gallon or something that I knew was going to hold me down. And if motherfuckers wasn't drinking, they just wasn't drinking. Oh, well, it was more for me. That was just how I rolled. Riders, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know, if y'all just tuned in, choose violence on the like button, slap that heifer. But, you know, it's the truth, though. You mess around, you thinking you grabbing something that you normally grabbing, and you mess around and grab that wrong shit, and that could be the end of your life on either accord. That could mean your freedom, or that could possibly mean your overall well-being. Which do you choose? Yeah, Frankie, you dead ass, man. It's the truth. And that's why I'm saying it's more on the rise than anything. Like I told somebody, I said, you gotta be mindful even when you got people around, you got kids around that seeing these type of things, man. Listen, you gotta make sure they don't get into that. And see, I know what some of the problem is, and some of these problems, prime example, some of these men getting wrapped up with these youngins is because these youngins is out in the street already playing grown. Parents ain't giving a fuck. Or if they do got parents that give a fuck, they decide to run away from home. It's always a trick bag when it comes to that. Not gonna hold you on that. Some people be coming from the best backgrounds and still decide this is the life they want to live. And in the same token, you still gotta watch out. Again, I would advise some of y'all, if somebody take you, if you don't even believe that person is of age, try to. If they can't even do the simplest thing a real grown up could do, then you already know that's a no go. Period. Now, what's going on, baby? You know, and you have people who have lost people due to drug use. Wasn't even expecting people to pass. I done lost a few people that I knew for a fact should have still been here. They got kids in the world to know. They ain't gonna never know they fathers or they mothers the way they should. And that's a sad notion. And I've been over 15, 20 years. So that should tell you. Even back then, it was rare you was gonna catch them, but when you caught them, it always hit close to home. And it always would be somebody that you knew. And sometimes you wasn't even aware that some of these people was on that shit like that. You know, and some people are going to be able to kick a habit. You know, it's all a mental thing at the end of the day. That's what you got to realize. Some people are going to kick a habit. Some people ain't going to be able to kick it. And some ain't going to be able to kick it because they are around the same influences. You being around the same people knowing they doing the same shit. I done seen that shit too. I watch people come home and turn around, be right back on the streets like nothing happened. Like, well, damn, you thought you was doing good. You'd be good for maybe a month until you run into those wrong people again. Now, I've seen some people that have got locked up, come back home, and you thought they was going to go back to the streets, but they decided, this ain't for me. Even if they was around certain people, they wasn't using the shit. And that's strong right there. And some of them was going to be around those people because those is tight family or close family. So you already know how that goes. But again, you know, it's all a mental thing. See, I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those drunks that listen, it was worse when I was drunk only because my senses was too heightened. And it only took one small stupid mistake from somebody to make me get sober before I was like, oh, okay, we got a problem now. Other than that, I was good. Calculated and all. And even when I had my moments when I don't even remember getting home, at least I got home. So I can say that much. You know, you just gotta be mindful of what you're doing and how much you're doing. If you are going to be doing anything, I'm not promoting it because I would prefer everybody wait until they get a certain age before they do whatever it is they going to do. But we know that's not the case. You know, come on. You done had some people catch the worst trips. And again, done been locked up. And now they possibly not coming home because they tripping. And some people have died in jail because if they done caught those withdrawals, depending on what they was using, you might as well say they good as gold. Again, I've lost some people over the years that I felt I should have never lost. And you would again really never thought of nothing because these people was holding themselves good. But even when somebody's holding themselves good, you should be able to read body language well than anything. See, those people that I lost, yeah, I wasn't around them as much. But all in all, still, you know, it's sad. The people that was around them, y'all could have prevented that. But see, I'm more on the lines of you don't let your friends crash out. Period. Miss April, what's going on, baby? Exactly. That right there, Blanco. Couldn't have said it better. But I was about to go with the old routine: a hard head make a soft ass. That seemed to be the better logic sometimes because some people will be getting straight advice and straight love from the people, and they'll still reject it. You know, and it's crazy because you got so much to offer to the world. The drugs ain't gonna help you. That cocaine, the heroin, the pills, the sniff, that shit ain't gonna help you. That shit is killing you. That lean, the perks, that shit is killing you. Like you don't love yourself that much that you willing to kill yourself that early. Come on now, wake up. And then you got some that'll be lucky to make it. You got those who will make it, but they gonna have a lifetime of heartaches and pains because you couldn't stop using that shit. You know, and if some of y'all are having that problem, like I said, y'all need to try to get help. If you got people who are willing to help you, accept the help. I mean, I'm dead serious. I mean, you got too many people getting lost out here, and for what? Everybody want like, look, y'all youngins, y'all can't be grown. Be glad to still be a kid. Be glad to still be young, because when you start getting older, yeah, things are going to change. I want y'all to know that. You will have to start paying bills. If you end up fucking having a family before time, you got extra bills to pay. Shit ain't sweet when you no stay where you supposed to stay at in your place. Sorry to say it like that. Need to stay in your place. Some of y'all want to be grown so fast, and then when you do get grown, now you stuck on stupid. You want to make adult decisions, and you ain't ready to take adult consequences, and even take adult responsibilities. Come on, make it make sense. You got to pick a battle here, y'all. You do have something to offer to the world. Yo, Paul, what's going on, bro? Nah, realist, but it's crazy though because it's like, come on, man. Y'all want to be so grown. Y'all want to be in the spotlight so badly, but you still got time to be all of that. Still got time to be grown. And while you still at your peak, do what you need to do. Focus on your education. That should be the most important thing. Focusing on that education. Whether it's knowledge from the school or knowledge from your parents, don't matter. Get an education. Get more of an awareness of yourself. And I don't get it. Like I don't get where this lack of morality came from with some of y'all, but it's time to really wake up. No doubt, bro. I know I seen you in there. I seen you in there definitely. You know, but it's the truth. Let's keep it 100. Not gonna be able to sit here and say I feel comfortable with that. And if you know you have a issue, problem, and it's dealing with drugs, get the help before it get too late. Straight up. You got people who are overdosing that shouldn't even be overdosing. You got people who are really doing the wildest acts of fuckery. Shit, even Angel dust. That's something that's still floating around. Anything that you know is going to take you on a psychotic trip, you shouldn't even be using it at all. And I'm saying this again to you youth and even you young adults out there. You still have something to offer to the world, whether you believe it or not. It does not matter what background you coming from. You could be coming from the best or the poorest background. You still have something to offer. And for every day that you're able to wake up and attain some sort of knowledge and wisdom, you are still useful for something. You are still going to be the future leaders if you decide to take that chance. See, it has to start from all angles. The fight has to start from every angle, actually. But again, some of you youngins out here that's already being loose in the streets, take this fair warning, because I was a youth my damn self. Your ass ain't trying to get wrapped up in something you don't need to be wrapped up in, and you ain't possibly trying to lose your life. Slow it down. Get back in your lane and get the highest education that you could get. Prove everybody wrong. If you got people that are doubting you, saying you can't be nothing, prove them wrong. By you quitting, by you just moving the way you moving, you showing the enemy, or you just showing the people, period, you ain't strong enough to even lead anything. And I hate to say it like that. James, what's going on, bro? Rich, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, I remember you was telling me that, bro. That's what I'm saying. You have to be mindful. Shit, some people end up going crazy or end up damn near losing their life. People be in these areas where people drinking, you ain't paying attention to your drinks. Somebody done slipped some shit in your drink. Now what? That's another thing some of y'all young women have to be eerie of. You want to be fast, right? Remember what happens to fast people. Look how many women done messed around, got Mickeys, roofies, and everything else slipped in their drink. And either they done got the R word or worse. Or done got pregnant. Don't know who it is. Don't know who it could be. You better think twice. You better love yourself enough to know, listen, I got something more to offer to the world than just an early grave. And it's really sad though. Nah, it really is. Shouldn't even have to pay the price. You shouldn't even play or gamble with your life, period. You know, and it's a real awakening that people need to hear. Because again, this is something that should never be overlooked anyway. Yeah, we always had people who were drug users, so on and so forth. I understand that. And then the same token, it wasn't as bad as it is now. And I can tell y'all this right now. If you think popping them pills or even going on the other drugs is going to help you escape whatever reality, it ain't helping you escape shit. Wake up. That's like you drinking yourself to death. For what? What could be that bad in life that you just refuse to stop killing yourself? Saying, like, it's time to really wake that up, y'all. Some of y'all want to be adults, but then you don't even know that adults have to make critical decisions and calculated decisions. And that's supposed to be beneficial, not just for the day, but for life. You know, and that's crazy. Yeah, I know. Riders, trust me, I know. Because at one point, these niggas was out here with that K2 heavy all in the damn school parks, leaned out, looking all doped out, crazy and shit. You know, winning certain spots across town. Niggas is under the train station, leaning, foaming out the mouth, looking all wild, crazy, smoking that shit. Trust me. Even that K2 shit fucked somebody up. Like, come on now. Now I realize it's that bad, bro. Trust me. I'm telling you. At one point, I remember that's what they was fucking putting on the YouTube. Look at these niggas on the K2. And half of that shit was in New York City. Niggas is out here wilding, looking like straight zombies. Come on. You know, we gotta do something better. And I'm gonna implement this again. The teens and even the babies that's under you, that's just following you. All of y'all have something to offer to the world, whether you believe it or not. But you ain't gonna be able to offer nothing to the world if you dead before time or you locked up for life because of irrational decisions or emotional decisions, especially on the drug use. Gotta get the help. You don't get the help, good luck. See, even when I experimented, and I can say that for example, I think the most I've experimented with, I tried some mushrooms. Shits wasn't for me. That shit ain't do nothing for me to make me roll up at least 5 blunts. So that should tell you. If it's supposed to be a mental thing, and I had the strongest ones. Everybody else half knocked out, high. I'm sitting there looking at these niggas like, yo, pass the roll up. So that should tell you. A lot of times it's just mental. You gotta have a strong mental when you dealing with anything. You know, and that's the sad part about everything. You know, it's done gotten to a point now where some of y'all so fiend out to get high, you don't care. You should care about your life because again, you do have something to offer. Whether it's something huge or something small, you still have something to offer if you put your mind to it. Again, get the better education and all of that. Don't let that go over your heads, man. Get yourselves right. Think about the people who actually might care about you. Don't forget about that neither. For those who are coming from the rough background, you might still have people, whether they're your family or not, that care for you. If they trying to lead you in the best direction, listen and take advice. Can't self-medicate everything. You're going to have to face a lot of things at some point. Some people are going to go through death. Some people take it hard. Others are not going to take it. Oh, shit. Some are going to fucking hold it in. They might fit inside, but they holding that shit in for good purpose. Some people don't know how to handle it and they'll start going off the deep rails. Sometimes that's all it takes. Something close to home for you to just lose all thought. And now you done went off the deep end for what? Got to be mindful of the things that you are putting in your body. Again, it should resonate. And I know at some point, some youth are going to hear this. Some teens are going to hear this. Some of you young adults are going to hear this. Get yourselves right. Find something that you could fight for. Find something that's good for you and put it to use. Don't be a waste of space, a waste of talent. Don't be a waste of anything. Don't even be a waste of energy. Get right. Miss Queen Nunu, what's going on, baby? The fuck is this? A cat or a coon? Alright. It was a cat. I thought y'all was going to hear me say I kicked the raccoon again. Oh, shit. Marlene, what's going on, baby? The link is in the chat in case anybody want to, rather you bring in a testimony or whatever. It don't matter. You know, but it is the truth. Would not I say that. You have something to offer. Find your niche and just make it work. You can't allow every little bit of negative to down you or judge you or even cloud your judgment. But get that right. It's crazy. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, shoot, Marlene, you always doing you. What you got the Hennessy on deck? Let me know now before you start doing anything off the rip. Trust me. I'm not just speaking for my health. I'm speaking because I feel that way. And I'm strong on that when I say that you have something to offer. You can be something greater in the future. The drugs ain't going to help you. The wrong people ain't going to help you. Trying to be down with the coolest crowds ain't going to always help you. Be yourself. Be a leader and not a follower. Some people hate to hear that, but you need to hear that. It's being said for good reason. You can't follow everything your friends do. Some things your friends might be doing ain't going to work for you. And I'm going to use this as an example. You can have a group of friends right now. All of them want to inspire to play basketball, let's say. But it might only be out of 6 of them, it might only be 3 of them that are actually good. The other 3 might be good at something else. So if that's not their sport, look, ain't nothing wrong with getting into something else. You still going to be cool with your clique. Can't always play follow the leader because that's a sure way to get yourself hurt or killed. And if it don't get you hurt and killed, it get you wrapped up in a situation where now look, you done been the person wrapped up with a minor not knowing, and now you catching that type of charge. And when you get that type of charge, that goes, fuck just go on your record. 9 out of 10, if it's a serious one, your ass might be on the registry. So, again, I'm going to implore you young men out here that are out here wilding on them shits. Better be mindful. Better make sure it's worth it. Because the wrong mistakes, the wrong crucial error, and that could be it. Marlene, don't start your madness. I hear you. Get that Henny on Friday. I think we both want to do that. You know, it's time to really think about that. This is a rising problem right now. And how are we going to be able to suppress a problem like that? And some of these people actually need more than just drug counseling. They need mental counseling. Because there's a reason why they're going so deep and so far. And a lot of these institutions that would have helped these people as far as trying to get them to help, they're closing them down. Or a lot of them are now being outpatient programs. You know, it's time to wake up. You youth, wake up. You want to be grown? You want to be grown so badly? How about you educate yourself? It's hard to do that because you still have to be taught something. So I would then implore this. How about y'all just do what's necessary so you could be something better in the future? Figure it out, what it is you want to do. And if it's not something on a talent level that's going to get you somewhere, you better find your skill sets and put them to good use. It's not everybody going to be able to be talented in sports, but you're going to have those who are talented in academics. You're going to have those who are talented in building. You're going to have those who are talented in drawing. You're going to have those who are talented in different things that you feel could get you somewhere if you add them in on that level. I don't blame you, Realist. I'm looking at the chat now. I don't blame you. You know, sometimes you got to follow your gut instinct. Because again, I was one of those people that'll tell you off the rip. And my friends that know me from day one to tell you, same way. If I felt the vibes was off, I'm going elsewhere. And I was getting into my own little sessions. Wasn't going to be sitting here just being somewhere and I felt like it was something out of the, nah, we ain't doing all that. See, I was always going on my own accord. Even if I followed my friends somewhere, if shit was whack, I was leading myself elsewhere. Like, yo, damn, wasn't he just here? Yep. Next day, yo, son, where you went to? Shit, got into some devilment. Got into some good devilment at least. Fuck out of here. You know? See, and Marlene, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, some people are just like that. Some people are gonna be somewhat anti. But if you around the right people, you ain't really gotta worry about too much of nothing. You know, again, it's just about having that love and respect for yourself and having the love and respect for everybody else. Again, not everybody gonna get along or agree on certain things, but that don't mean we still shouldn't have love and respect for each other. You know, and some of y'all have to be mindful again because those situations can mess around and be a life-changing situation. Definitely time for y'all to start feeling not just in your soul but in your heart that you can do something. And And again, some of y'all shouldn't have to put yourselves in dire situations for you learn something about either critical skills or things of that nature that could keep your ass out of jail. I can say prime example, you got some rappers who most of the reason why they did the rap is because they already seen it. They ain't trying to go back to jail. And they definitely, if they in a state where it's 3 strikes, they definitely ain't trying to be losing their life over some stupid shit. So of course, they're gonna sit there and they're gonna follow whatever direction is gonna get them and keep them from behind that wall or possibly being dead. You gotta be mindful of that. And that's why I say you need to bring back those programs that was definitely doing for the kids. And some of these kids definitely wasn't thinking about the pills back in the day like that because we was always active and into something. Shit, Marlene, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's something that's just always gonna, I don't know. I could be tripping, but I feel like that's something that's always gonna have to be, you gonna have to be on point with. But then again, real friends ain't gonna screw you over in any way, shape, or form. So, but it is sad when some people just can't, you know, come together and even build because you got those type of jealousy tendencies that push up. So yeah, some people ain't gonna love themselves. You wanna know why they ain't gonna love themselves? Because they don't want to listen to logic, even when it's being said by a celebrity. A celebrity could have told you something and y'all still won't even take heed to it. And I'm gonna say this again to some of y'all youth out there who want to be running around. You want to be in the street so badly. You want to be an adult so badly. Start helping out in your community. You got people that be doing events that be needing help. Go help out and do that. Go learn something. Go be a part of something. See what it feels like. That's how I feel. Just do what works.
You lock it?
Nah. So what, the side gate?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like it is locked all the time. For sure. I got it.
That's the best way you offer something in life. Starting off small. And that's what some of y'all need to do. Start off small. Yeah, some people ain't your friends. Some people are just associates. And some people are frenemies, trust me. But if you solid, if the people around you really are solid, you don't have too much to worry about. It's just about who you put yourself around, you know. And that's on both of course because you got some men that be jealous too of somebody. And you be like, if you feeling that type of way, find something that's gonna benefit you, and then you could be in the same, you know, you could be in the same boat doing something. You know, again, you gotta have self love for you. You know, you gotta have self love and self honor, especially if you dealing with people. If you don't love yourself, the people ain't gonna love you. And if you don't love yourself, you can't give love to the people. So again, it's time for some of y'all youth to wake up. The heavy drug use, no go. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. See, topics like this sometimes is going to even be a little sensitive for some people because, again, you have some people who have lost family members. You got some who are lost family members as far as being locked up, too. Ain't never coming home because of the things they've done on the drugs. And again, if you know you are already halfway there as far as being a heavy one, you might as well get the help now before it gets too crucial. I don't blame you, Marlene. Look, everybody gonna have, not everybody, but some people are always gonna have those little bad experiences with people. But you know, again, when you in the right circumference, you'll get a gist of certain things. You'll see what it really is. And some people are gonna have to be alone until they really observe and see which people are actually meaningful to them. See, I know the main ones in particular that if they thought I was going to crash out, they'd be the first ones out here wilding out before I could even do anything. That's how you know you got real love and respect, not just in your area, but wherever you go. I'm one of those people. You know, I treat people accordingly. Like I said, present yourself like royalty. I treat you like royalty. Present yourself like a piece of trash. That's what I throw you in the trash. Shoot, that's it. And again, I just need that to be clear. I want that to be clear. You have something beneficial you can add in life. It's up to y'all to make that decision if you're gonna do the damn thing or not. It's just about making calculated decisions. And some of y'all not gonna make it if you are using them heavy drugs. You're not. You're gonna make a clear error, and that's gonna definitely hurt you. It can hurt your family. It can hurt the people who actually do care and want to see you do well. So just think about that. Don't be the next victim of circumstance. And some of y'all just gonna have to stop trying to be down with the crowd. Be your own person again. And even if you want to keep some of these friends around you because they are actually doing right by you, you don't necessarily got to follow everything they're doing. I knew some people that do not smoke and don't drink and still to this day don't smoke and drink. That's just something they chose. Can't force it on them. And that's another thing some of you youth have to realize. When you're being forced something, you got a right and an opportunity to walk away from it. Yeah, and that's the sad part. You want to see people make it past a certain life expectancy, but then again, they got to be able to go get the help. They need that help. And again, pride is a killer because some people feel like they either don't want too many people to know their situation or they really just are adamant about not getting the help, even if it could be dire for them to get the help. Didi, what's going on, baby? Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. My bad. Give me a second. Hold on. Damn it, when the hell did this come? My bad. Damn, I gotta stop looking at everything. Damn, I'm missing too much. Hold on, what is this? This is worldwide news. Hold on. The hell is this? Oh, never mind. That's not important. Damn you, Google News. You had me thinking it was something important. Like, care about no damn Tucker Carlson leaving? Cares. My bad, y'all. Again, it's time for y'all to wake up. It's time for y'all to be crucial and critical. That heavy drugs, that should be the last thing on y'all minds. Trying to be grown before your time should be the last thing on your mind. Just enjoy being a youth. Enjoy the Just enjoy the ride. Because when you get a certain age, that ride shit, that free ride shit out the window. Yeah, you're gonna have to start getting a job. You're gonna have to start getting some sort of income. You're gonna have to start building. Yo, word, what's going on, bro? T Racy, what's going on, baby? And it's critical that y'all start making these, critical and calculate decisions. See, we laughed, prime example. We laughed at the movie Friday. We laughed at that situation with this nigga being in Debo's pigeon coop. Even though we know it was fake, it could actually happen. You be on that type of trip and either be half naked or you might mess around and not even make it. Whatever you get into, it be it. And what you gonna say then? What your family gonna say then? And again, I would advise some of y'all parents who are letting your kids just roam the streets and not caring to really get in accordance with them now. You don't want to be paying for a funeral. You definitely don't want to be attending nobody's funeral early. Get them the help they need, especially if they are already out there strung on something. You as a parent should know when something is wrong with your kid. Can't stress that no more. You're always going to have something to offer, whether you believe it or not. And you can always outshine and make something for yourself if you take the time, the dedication, and just be aware of what's going on around you. If I see I got people that's robbing a bank, should I go join them? No. If I see people robbing the liquor store, robbing the damn store, period, should I be attached to it? No. Because it'd be just your luck. You decide to want to be in on the fun, and now you done got wrapped up. Again, be your own person. When things ain't moving right for you the way you see fit, or if the people around you ain't moving the way you see fit, sometimes you just gotta eliminate yourself. And it don't always gotta necessarily be a bad thing, but if it's some things that you just either outgrown or that you just not interested in no more, it's nothing wrong with finding your own lane and making something work. Period. Nah, but it's a small example though. Like you get on them drugs, I'm telling you, I told you the dude that used to live in my building. That's almost exactly what happened, minus the pigeon coop. But you running down the street half naked and you fighting cops. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful of what you doing, who you around. Like I told somebody, I'm not smoking nothing from nobody if I ain't see you roll it up. Sorry. And I've always been that way. JW, what's going on, baby? No, and it's a realization that it can happen. Really start running down the street, you know, and it be messed up for what? Just because you couldn't leave the drugs alone. Come on now. Exactly, Marlene. I hear you on that. Yeah, because most parents was like that. They wasn't playing that shit because they already knew what to expect in the nighttime, especially those who was either working night shifts or working day shifts. They already knew what was, so they didn't want to see us fall down that same route. And they definitely wasn't doing things in front of us for the right reasons. Because again, shouldn't no kid under the age of 10 even be influenced on certain things of that nature. Even down to morality has come down crazy because you got some men and women that don't give a damn. Their kids could be literally across the room from them and you doing the shit you don't. Gotta be mindful. Because again, they see everything that you're doing. Some of those parents wasn't playing that. You wasn't home before time. They was going to come get you. If they didn't come get you, somebody in that street was bringing your ass home. Best believe that. If it wasn't the uncle, it was a close friend bringing your ass home. Yeah, I found your kid. And then what made it worse is if you had to get caught, you was getting that extra ass whooping. You was already getting the ass whooping because you ain't make it home. But then somebody had to come get you. Was worse for you. That's what needs to be implemented more. Get back to that type of parenting. When you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And a lot of y'all have allowed this system to tell you how to raise your kids. No, you should know when your kid mess up, you got to discipline. I was watching a short, but I think it was from a movie. The boy had the nerve to call and I'm sorry because it's a sad notion that sometimes this is exactly what happens. So I'll say, get in accordance with your kids. I think it was from a movie. The boy had the nerve to call the cops. The mother answered the door, talking about something. We got reports of abuse or whatever the case is. And she said, I didn't call no cops or whatever the case is. Son had the nerve to come out, talking about some I called. Talking about she hit me. And where exactly did she hit you? Oh, she hit you on your backside. That cop had him thinking, yeah, I'm about to get my mom's in trouble. That cop said it himself after a while. So you called the cops on your mom because she disciplined you. I'm going to take this belt into evidence. And then messed his head up and pulled out a bigger belt and said, the next time I get called here for something like that along that nature, I'm going to beat you myself. And that's what needs to happen. When you are not listening to your mother or even listening to you. See, this is the problem. See, it's always the young men and the young women that don't want to listen to the moms. But when a father is stirring in that damn house, see the big difference. Yeah, but Marlene, I think that was part of a movie because the actor that was playing the cop looked familiar. But he basically said it like, so wait a minute, where else did she hit you? Besides your backside, where else did she hit you? Did she hit you in the face, arms, anything else? No. And that's when he turned the whole shit on her. And that boy got a learned lesson. Like you're gonna have some people that they ain't trying to hear that. You did not get me called out here, and there's no real abuse going on. But the sad notion about that is that it actually happens. Some of these kids really think they going through something dire, and they will dead call the cops. Again, they got this system so wired up to where the kids are making the decisions now in these households. It ain't the parents. That's what I'm saying. It's time to reverse those orders again. Reverse the roles and start taking back the community one way or another. No, it's just crazy. Like we got to get back, man. This shit is going to completely and continuously keep dropping if we don't get it straight. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, riders. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even though I know that was still, it happens. And for those who are coming from good situations, when your parents are doing the best they're supposed to be doing, or they are implementing certain things, it's not because they want to be a tyrant and a ruler. Some of them are doing it for the better of you. That's where y'all need to wake up at. Some of these parents don't want to see your ass in the grave or be coming to visit you behind them walls. So why not try to do something and make yourself a greater role in society? Like I said, we know some of them ain't going to listen to it. Some of them going to already choose their path. But for those who still might have a chance, change your mindset. Bring something to the world or bring something around you that could be beneficial. Again, you shouldn't have to take no penitentiary chances just to learn a trade or learn some sort of skill. It's time to really start thinking logical. And you can't make no logical decisions if you heavy off them pills and off that lean and anything that's getting you high. At least on those levels. For the betterment of the world and for the betterment of y'all, it's time for y'all to start getting in order. Some of you adults are going to have to start being adults. It's time to start putting your foot down, regardless of how you may feel. My bad. I'm looking at something else. But it's the truth. Like, what is it going to take for some of y'all to wake up? Because that's the worst thing. You don't want to be locked up at a young age. Shoot, I just watched something again too. Um, just imagine only being 15 or 14 and you got to do 30 years, probably 30 to life, because of the decisions you and your people's made. So what I'm saying, some of these states ain't playing. You do something where somebody could lose their life, you gonna be losing your life as well. Don't let that go over your head. You definitely don't want to be a victim of circumstance, even if you ain't that much of a, even if you ain't presenting those tendencies of being that heartless. Just by you making the wrong decision and being at the wrong place, the wrong time, that could cost you your life. My bad. I'm looking at something else again. Yep. It just popped up again on my phone. That's what I'm saying. Think about it. 30 years for something that could have been avoided. Some of y'all gonna have to make those decisions. And in some cases, some of y'all gonna have to really ask that question, damn, what would my parents do? Or what would a logical adult do at this point? Especially if you done presented yourself in a situation where now you have to think critically. Yeah, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes a lot of times for you to just get caught that one good time. And you'll be sitting your ass down for good. But again, who wants to have to go through that? You should love your life enough. Keep telling people for every day that you able to wake up and you blessed to learn something, do something that's do something that's good for yourself and for others around you. You got people that do want to see you succeed. They do want to see you shine. They definitely want to see you, you know, bringing something constructive and positive back. They definitely want some of y'all to prove people wrong. You got some people that are already doubting you, but you have to prove them wrong. I done had people tell me I wasn't going to be shit in life. I proved them wrong. Some of them people that said I wasn't going to be shit, some of them ain't even here today. So again, I turned out pretty good. And I was in a situation at one point where I could have been down with the gangs. I could have been even shit. I could have been even doing my own damn thing. Especially when you ain't got shit to really do. And all of that, I'm bored, ain't got nothing to do shit. I'm telling y'all youth right now, some of y'all that say y'all bored and there's nothing to do, get outside and find something to do. Outside of your game stations, outside of your social media, outside of your laptops. Go outside and go play sports. Go outside and go socialize. Go outside and go find something to do. Again, you know, a young boy that saying that I'm bored, there's nothing to do. Did some shit, caused a fucking serious fire, and 2 people lost their lives. Think about it. That critical moment could have been changed. That moment didn't even have to happen. Had he just said, you know what, let me go outside and go find something to do. Let me go see if I meet some new people. Let me see if I can just find something outside, or let me go see if my mom's need some help with something. You know? And it's sad because he ain't even fucking turned 21 and he locked up for life for real. So I'm saying, with some of y'all youth, stop with that I'm bored shit. Stop with that. You don't got nothing to do. Shit. Find something to do. That's exactly what our parents used to tell us back in the day. If we was bored in the house, we ain't have nothing to do outside of things that was already done. Go outside and go find something to do. That's exactly what was said to us. Go outside and go find something to do. Just make sure you ain't getting in the wrong type of trouble. And if you ain't where you say you at, we gonna find you. That's how it was. It ain't even like that no more. You know? Feel like it's not even like that no more. That's the sad part about it. This is exactly why we are losing this fight now. Nobody's in accordance with anything no more. Everything is up. Let them fall. Let them sink. Shouldn't be that way. Oh shit, Shiki, what's going on, baby? I hope I'm still saying it right, but Chic TV, what's going on, baby? Yeah, I hated it too, but then again, you ain't want your parents to find something for your ass to do, because then you'd be sitting there most of your day mad and bored even more. And it wasn't even bored, it was just you don't act like you don't got nothing to do. All right, I'm gonna find something for you to do. That was the main one. Find something to do, or I'm gonna find something for you to do. And 9 out of 10, you was gonna go outside and find something to do because you ain't want to get wrapped up in some bullshit. Point blank, period. You know that. Like, oh damn, I got caught. Yeah. Since you said you didn't have nothing to do, come help me clean out these closets. Come help me do this. That's how you used to get. That's exactly how you used to get caught out there. But it served the purpose though. And sometimes when they kept you in the house, that kept you out of danger. Sometimes it's good to be in the house, yeah, because if you know it might be clear and present danger somewhere, all right, keep your ass home. Shit, I learned one time to follow my instinct. After that first time I got arrested, I said, hey, all right, I got to follow my gut instinct. Exactly, Marlene. And nobody wanted to do that at that. You know how we was, man, listen, we was trying to be out and about. We wasn't trying to, what, we got to do this? Come on, man. But there's truthfulness to it, though. If you didn't find something to do, they was going to find something for your ass to do. And sometimes they ain't even have to be cleaning. Okay, fine. I'm going shopping. Come on, we going shopping. Come on, I don't. Yeah, we gonna go shopping. We gonna go do this. We running them errands. You know, that's what I'm saying. These parents nowadays, and I'm not saying no, but some of you, y'all gotta get it together and y'all gotta do better. For real. What's the use and what's the purpose of bringing more kids in the world if you can't even get one right? Don't worry, realist. We're gonna get you a t-shirt that I'm gonna get you a t-shirt that specifically says that. See, Marlene, that's what I'm saying. It was always something. You couldn't find something to do. All right, I'm gonna find something for your ass to do right now. Here, do this. Let you not do it. You'll be sitting there until it's done. We're gonna definitely get you a t-shirt that says that, really. You've been adamant on that lately. But in seriousness though, you know, that's one thing we need to try to alleviate. You know, the drug use is heavy. It need to slow down a little bit. At least the pill popping and shit gotta slow down. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Marlene. Shoot. You know, but you know, that was the thing. That was the one critical thing that parents used to say. I don't give a damn if you was coming from the baddest background. Find something to do if I find something to do for you. And see, even then in that era back then, parents used to actually ground their kids. It wasn't no timeout. It wasn't no, oh, you punished for this amount. Nigga, you be on punishment till they fucking feel fit. Shoot. And that's the goddamn honest truth. It was good. Okay. Well, I hope everything that you did was fun because you're going to be grounded for a hot minute. And sometimes you ain't even here how long. You just know you grounded. Take your ass to school, you come back. If I send you somewhere, you better go there and come back. That's how it was back then. It ain't like that no more. You let the kids run out and stay out. Like, come on, man. Marlene, I ain't messing with you. No, but I hope most of y'all have gotten something out of this tonight, for real. For those who need to hear it. You on that shit, get off of it. It ain't gonna do you no good. And it definitely ain't gonna do your brain no good if you can't even think straight. Don't be a burnout before your time. Nah, Marlene, look. You had some who, if they wasn't implementing the whooping of ass, they was fucking you up the other way. Okay, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. You can't go outside. I dare you to cry about that one. You go outside anywhere you ain't supposed to be at. I'm whooping your ass. I'm gonna catch you. I'm whooping your ass. That's how it used to be. I know everybody's little, I know everybody's background is different, but shit, most of the parents we knew shit. Grounded meant what it meant. He wasn't going no damn where. And if you did go somewhere, it was with the family, so you was being supervised. Yeah, you ain't slick. It ain't like that no more. That's why I said, it got to be a little bit better than what it is. It has to be. Yeah, that too. Trust me. So grounded meant what it meant. No TV, no nothing. You either going to read and study or you just going to do some work around the house. And if you wasn't doing either or, shoot, you was just sitting at that wall bored as a motherfucker like, damn, I should have even did this. Straight up. We definitely got to get back to that, though. It's time to reverse those roles. Parents start being parents. Kids start being kids. And let the cycle go the way it was going before. All of that promoting drug use to the kids should stop. And it's bad enough that it's being promoted even on here. Some of these kids are actually going to see what's going on here, and they actually might turn to whatever it is that they just seen. So I was saying, it's not easy to be a parent. I understand that, but it is your responsibility. If you ain't trying to see your kids in the early grave or behind that wall or possibly hurt up, or you might possibly have to send them away because they done got themselves into some real wild stuff that somebody could possibly want to kill them for. Get right. Get it together. You want to see future leaders, future court justices and everything else, get your kids right. And again, the communities are going to have to start reading out the right things, reading out the wrong things, and catching those kids that need to be caught. Because if you know they ain't getting caught by the home, they should be getting caught by y'all. Again, harness those energies and groom them to be something better. You still got time to do so. And if you blessed enough to do so, continue to try to do that. But the link is in the chat in case anybody want to pop up. If not, you know, I think I done got what I need to get out the way. I know I'm 702. It's all good. Oh yeah. That was the look, that's how it was back in the day too, Marlene. You hit it on the nail. But it depends on what that one sibling did though, because sometimes if one sibling did something, not everybody got their asses whooped. But if everybody was implementing on that shit, everybody was getting their ass whooped. Even if you was the one laughing. Yeah, you got your ass whooped. You come in. And it'd be right just like that. Oh, okay, I got you. You know, we definitely got to start raising the bar, raising that awareness, and just bringing what's right. I think that'd be the best thing anyway. So, and again, this is for those who need to hear it, those who are experimenting with the drugs, even on a heavy use. Get the help you desperately need before it becomes too late and you can't get off of them. Those who are abusing lean and promethazine, if you think it's a game, it ain't. Look at some of your rappers now. Since they stopped using it, look at some of your rappers now. They either don't look the same, they ain't talking the same. They definitely are suffering from those long-term effects. What's
Hey,
going on, baby?
you trigger me, Nate. You trigger me with the ass whooping talk. Cause I still remember the first time I got an ass whooping for everybody. Like everybody got their ass whooped. I'm still confused. How does it work in Jackson? I'm still confused. Yo.
Nah, you can't be confused. Nah, I mean, I'm just saying. That's how it was back in the day. You know you wasn't going to be getting away with so much.
Man. Man, my auntie was like, who tore up my plant in the bathroom? You tell me who did it, and you're not gonna be in trouble. I was like, you for sure not gonna be in trouble. She was like, yep, I'm not gonna whoop your ass and whoop everybody ass but yours, right? Tell me who. And I was like, cousin so and so did it. Took me to the bathroom, took them to the bathroom and beat everybody ass Joe Jackson style. I don't understand black families. I don't.
Stop crying. Take this ass whooping.
If you don't stop crying, I'm gonna whoop your ass worse. Like what?
That was the famous line. That was one of the famous lines right there. You got to stop crying before I give you something to cry about. What I just said.
And don't let you run out of air. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say about what you did? You ain't got nothing to
say. Big fact. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. But see, this is why it was so many things that wasn't happening back then. Because again, regardless to what method was being used, guess what? It did work. Half of us wasn't aiming for the shit that we thought we was going to aim for. Even we thought we were going to aim for it. Oh, so you want to be a thug? Like you want to be a thug? Hold this.
Black families are horrible. I'm just gonna say that to America. Black families horrible. How about when they give you all the food you want, all the food you didn't ask for, and they tell you got to sit there and finish all of it? That's the early lesson too.
Yeah, but shoot, that was supposed to be implemented because again, you supposed to finish all your vegetables and stuff before you leave the damn dinner table. They ain't wasting no food. That's $1.75 worth of food left on your plate. Better get to eating.
Like grandma said, I wanted more chicken, not beans. I don't want no beans.
Oh man, I'm
I
telling
shot a
you.
question. Do y'all still cook beans for the kids? Because I ain't seen kids eat beans in forever.
He's got some that still do. At least I know in my area, some still do that. Them pork and beans and the motherfucking sausages or the franks. Yeah, struggle meal still exists to some degree.
We had beans. We had cornbread, okay? We're no pies.
D truth, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, but it was the
I just
truth though. I
feel
mean,
so love. I'm gonna slide back down to the chat though, Nate. I'm gonna rewatch the first half too. Because I got a lot of crackheads in my family, and I'm just wondering what you said about the crackheads. Like, okay, let me ask you now. What did you say about the drug issue?
no, I'm saying it's crazy how the drug issue has gotten worse, and it's not so much as the adults; it's the young kids. And then you got some of these adults too that like they done made the wrong decisions off the drugs. Prime example: how many people have we seen got wrapped up in cases of sexual assault and stuff like that on the minor and stuff like that because of the drugs? Or you got the young women out there; they want to be grown, they want to be out there drinking and doing whatever. Somebody done slip some shit in them.
Mm-hmm.
These are things we can't ignore now because at one point it was only getting ignored because the only people that was really out there like that was the ones that was already set up for that failure. But everybody else was moderate users, basically. You didn't see too many pill poppers out here like you do now.
Did you watch Snowfall?
Nah, I ain't even. Man, I gotta catch up on that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin it, right? But
Okay.
people online is like, man, I didn't like the ending of Snowfall. I didn't like how it ended like that, right? But this is
Yeah.
the thing: there's Hollywood and there is the hood. And I think that Snowfall kept it real to South Central. The love of anything too much in excess will turn you out. You know what I'm saying? If you do anything for money, you'll sometimes get turned out. If you do anything like with the drugs, you'll get turned out. The liquor, you get turned out. Anything you do in excess, you risk getting turned out.
Facts.
Gotta watch it. Everything in moderation.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the sad part about it because it's getting to, the only thing I could say about that is that it's getting to a point where you gotta be mindful because if not, you catch that wrong shit that's out there and look, you could be a possible victim. Overdosing for what? Because you want to get high. Because you want to escape a reality that you can't escape. Life, you can't escape that. The only way you're going to escape that is the man upstairs decide, look, you done did what you need to do. It's time to come on home. That's it. While you here, you need to try to make the best things happen for you while you are here.
But I also feel like people forget the generations too, though, Nate. Because, like, I remember being a young woman in the early 2000s and everybody was popping pills, right? All these babies that you see on this crystal meth now, and they be like 13, 14 freaking years old. They mamas and daddies was pill poppers. Like, it's a progression.
Yeah, no doubt, Marlene. I appreciate you. You can always catch the replay of what you missed. No, but I understand it's differences in generations. But again, even when it was differences back then in generations, we all still had a love and respect for each other. The grown-ups even the elders wasn't doing certain shit around the kids, even if they was outside barbecuing. I ain't doing this shit around, man. You better go on over there with them kids. Like straight up.
Find you some business. Find you some business.
Yeah, because that's how it was back then. Even when they was doing certain things that It looked like it get frowned upon. Guess what? It wasn't in our faces. Even when they was doing some shit that they know they could have went home and did, they still weren't doing it around us. So again, it was a respect level. Just like we couldn't be around them, period. We couldn't be sitting here in their business. We couldn't be sitting here worried about who they screwing, we couldn't do that. Anytime it was a kid in the vicinity, yo, what you want?
Yeah. You know, the only thing, well, the thing that I most dislike about the new generation is people let their kids cuss with them. Like, I'll never feel that comfortable for a minor to just be cussing in a conversation with me. That rubs me the wrong way.
Facts.
We're not equals.
It's a lot of things that they're doing. Like as I was saying, you'll be surprised. Some of these people are actually doing the fucking nasty in front of their kids. Their kid could be right across the room, and I don't care. Like, nah, come on, have some respect. I told everybody the other night. I know he was laughing, but I was dead ass serious. I was there. I was dealing with a single mother. She could have had potential, but fucked up. You want to get it on, and then your kid is walking around the fucking house. First of all, go put a pamper on him. Second of all, I'm not doing nothing, and he back and forth. I can see if he was knocked out in his room, and where we at, that's different. Nah, I'm up out of here. I just got that much morals and respect because it wasn't done around me. So I'm not going to do that around somebody else.
Keep it funky. Did you think about how many times she done did this in front of her kid?
I don't know how. Listen, I wasn't that kid. How many times she attempted to do that? That was my first interaction with her, and that was my last interaction with her. Like, all right, we not doing this. We definitely ain't doing this.
Man, if she was that comfortable with you, she probably had other men in front of this child face or children face. That's trash. You a trash woman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like, is there some things you're not supposed to present? And if you're going to do what you do, at least make sure. All right, prime example. I knew people that was doing them, and guess what? They kid was nowhere in the vicinity where they had to go back and say anything that wasn't said, or they ain't have to see something they ain't supposed to be seeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about having that respect and love for yourself, period. Not saying you can't live your life and do what you see fit, but just be mindful, especially if you got kids involved. That should be the main thing, is the safety of your kids. My bad if it sounds like I'm opening up prison walls. I'm not.
I wasn't gonna say that, man.
Nah, I'm at work. You know how I do it. I'll be at work.
But you know what though? Children know the difference though. Like my nephews and nieces don't cuss with me because they know that's my peeve. But I see them talk to their parents, and they talk to their parents crazy.
Nah, and see, that's the thing. Parents is always supposed to check the kids. It was only so much I could say around my mom's and then think I was getting punched in my scalp piece. Like, nigga, fuck you think you talking about? Like, it was real. But see, like I said, a lot of these parents now in this generation are trying to be friends with their kids. That's another thing.
You see
Yeah,
the comments?
I see. I'm escaping the plantation for 12 seconds of my life. I ain't escaping shit. I wish this fucking rain would come. It's supposed to been fucking raining since the time I got to work. God, don't disrespect me today, please. I was nice. I didn't choose violence on nobody. Nah, I think it's still coming though. But it would be my luck. I'd be in the middle of this round. This shit do start around. I'm gonna be just like the other night. I ain't doing nothing.
Can I talk about religion too on here, or you don't allow us to talk about religion?
What the did you just? Look at my face.
I was having a conversation with God on the way to work, right? And I feel like the older we get, the realer our conversations with God be, you know? I told God, I said, listen, God, I know why you didn't let me hit the lotto in my 20s and my 30s. I wouldn't appreciate it.
I'm not messing with you. Nah, I'm saying,
But
you know.
now, on the way to this punk ass job, you know what I'm saying? I would appreciate being put out my misery.
I ain't messing with you, sis. Nah, but I'm saying some things ain't gonna be meant for you off the rip. Some things can be coming in your way, and it don't gotta be in an easy way. Like, see, I just looked at something that was funny to me earlier. Somebody had hit one of those Mega Million numbers, but the nigga had a screen mask and some black gloves on. So that goes to show you, number one, that's a brother. And he said he did that because he didn't want his relatives to know that he won. So that should tell you something. Like, nah, these niggas gonna be over here with the bullshit.
But on some real talk though, they really high level with a lot of them. You can put the money in a trust fund in a state where they don't say who owns the trust fund and just make sure you all camouflage down when you go up there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but that was funny. That was the funniest thing I ever seen. Son really had a screen mask on with black pig gloves. I'm like, oh yeah, here, brother. And anytime you say something like that, I don't want my relatives to know. Oh yeah. You got them relatives that, yo, I'm trying to get a Bentley, son.
Oh,
Yeah, we. D Truth, I ain't the pappy. I keep telling you. Mayhem, what's going on, baby? Nah, but it's the truth though. It's sad when you gotta sit here and disguise yourself because you don't want your relatives to know. That means them niggas is really money moochers. Like, yo, I'm saying, let me get $10,000. I'm trying to open up a business.
but on some real talk though, do you think you would tell your family, or do you think it would serve you best to hide from everybody?
If I had to tell my family, they'll know something. When they don't see my ass come nowhere around any vicinity, they'll know something. When they see smoke signals and it smell like Snoop Dogg and Styles P House, yeah, I'm somewhere. I'm somewhere chilling. I'm gonna send y'all a bat signal. I'm good.
Oh my god.
I know I'm petty like that sometimes, but it happens. Nah, but it's sad when you really gotta go to that route anyway, or to that extent. And then you got some family that look, they'll let money change them. Just because they think somebody got some money, they let their whole demeanor get changed because of it. You see how some people act when it comes to somebody passing away and it's a will or something like that. You see how some of them families be acting? Motherfuckers that beat them niggas, they'll beat each other upside the head with a chicken bone just to get, yo, I want that piece. Nigga, they're all getting something. What the I went to a will reading with one of my friends and I laughed at some of his family. I was like, all you motherfuckers is getting something, so why are y'all crying? Shut the fuck up. Nah, I'm serious. Like, yo, you being blessed. Half of y'all being blessed with shit I wish I had right now. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Shut up. Stop complaining. At least somebody left your ass something.
My dad said he gonna get a reverse mortgage on his house, and I plan on laughing at the funeral right along with his Holy Spirit. Like, my siblings and shit. So when they get ready for that funeral to be over and break up that house and shit, like, nah, you gotta pay for the house all over again. Money. How about that? There is no money. They gonna real cry that day.
Yeah, nah,
that? Like, if you had shitty kids, would you leave shit behind them, or would you make sure you avoid their life?
Nah, I wouldn't leave them nothing. And if I left them anything, if I had shitty kids and I had to leave them anything, I leave them a good thought. Think about the punishment that y'all did. Y'all wasn't unified. Now look. You wasn't unified. I warned you about banging on my furnace and you wouldn't listen. Potty done.
Oh my god.
Nah, it's the truth though. Look, riders, it's truth though. And it's crazy because some people are moving more modern, moving more fast paced, and some still living in the Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
I might be somewhat in the middle, but I ain't that far in the Stone Age. Like shoot, I know when to read in between the lines. I know when I'm fat and when I'm skinny. Shoot. D Truth, guess what? I ain't the pappy, but I know who is the pappy. We took that automatic DNA test before the club got shut down. You is the pappy. I told you. I told you as soon as they busted open, it was over. You got. Nah, but then like I was saying, though, I wasn't saying nothing wrong as far as I'm just saying in general. Like it's sad that some of these people literally let drugs take a hold of them, and it's supposed to be a mental thing. I could be high as a kite, drunk as a skunk, but you ain't gonna see me jumping off the wall doing some next shit. You might see me cracking somebody's ass like this motherfucker won't shut up. Yep, he shouldn't have started me. I'm gonna burn his ass till I can't burn him no more. No doubt. She appreciate you for tuning in, sis. And you have a good one.
I just don't understand how people slip away though. Like people my age slip away, right? Like I'm an 80s baby. We already was crack babies, so you know what they'll do. What made you just decide to give it a little try? You know what I'm saying? Like you're too damn old and informed to get hooked up.
Facts. No, but you know what? Some people again, they just following. Again, you want to follow the leader instead of being your own leader. That's why I was telling some people. Like I knew some people who, for a fact, they on that shit. Like there's 3 people I knew for a fact. My mom's too, that may she rest in peace. They out here on that shit heavy. And my thing is, out of all them kids that she was tutoring, my mom's had the highest regards for them because they was actually supposed to be the new future leaders. But again, following the leader, drugs on the wrong scale, and look, at least one of them got themselves clean. The other 2, I don't know what the fuck going on. It's like they can't stay clean or stay away from the wrong people for shit. And you be like, damn, you still young, you still got time to do something, but you letting this drugs fuck you up. There's some people that walk past me right now. One of them I know is homeless, but she looked like she not even 21. Like, damn, like it's getting crucial to where it's people on the streets even. Like, come on.
Now I have this question. You know, I'm gonna always have a question, right? The youngins be acting like they cracked out even when they only smoke weed. They just like have crackhead tendencies. You know what I'm saying? That's because they be looking like crackheads. They be all fucking smoked up. You remember how we used to have the aunties that had smoked their kneecaps off? That's how they be looking at 17. They be looking this way at 19.
Yeah, I was talking about that because the other day, because I was just saying that the other day, and I was just saying that again like this morning. I was like, see, the difference is like now, this generation, they don't believe in being outside until late. When it's nice outside, if they ain't in their friend's house, they in their house, or on the game, or on social media. And I'm like, well, if you do catch them outside, if they ain't eat nothing in the house, they going outside to grab something to eat. Might grab them something to smoke. That's some of them, not all of them. But even the ones that ain't smoking or drinking, they just don't do shit because there'll be nothing much to do.
They don't do shit. They always ask for money. They're like, you know what it is? With all this technology now, they prefer beggars. They cash out request you for $50. They cash out request another relative for $50. Ain't no telling what their bank accounts look like because they professional beggars.
Yeah, but shoot, fuck being professional beggars. Y'all need to earn something. Learn to earn something. That's what we did. We earned something. We ain't just beg. We earned.
All my friends smoked, and all my friends stopped smoking or came up with a way to pass those tests to get their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People work for the county, the city, the state, all that. Biggest weed heads you ever seen, but they had good fucking jobs.
Exactly. No, but you know what it is too, and I feel you on that too, Rachel. Because it's some people, like I told somebody, weed ain't killing nobody unless you spike that shit. But
Facts.
anything else you can put in your body, alcohol could kill you. Dope
Mm-hmm.
kill you. Crack, not really. But you just going, it's killing your body regardless because you're not looking the same. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, as far as dope, heroin, shoot, heavy pills, that should kill you quicker than weed will.
Mm-hmm. And people don't talk about alcohol is a very nasty ass death. Cirrhosis of the liver is the worst type of death you could ever have. You wish you was a pill popper or crackhead and your heart stopped. Because with cirrhosis of the liver, first of all, it take you down, take you down, take you down. Those people start to have delusions. They have to strap them down because their ammonia level gets so high. Then each organ stops by itself. And it's a crap shoot which organ stops before the other organ. Your skin busts open and your whole body just bleeds. Cirrhosis of the liver is a horrible stuff.
Crazy. That's why you gotta be mindful of what you're doing and how much you're doing. Even if you ain't going to listen to reason, because again, I still feel the youth shouldn't be worried about certain shit until they get a certain age. But
Mm-hmm.
we see it ain't always the case. So, and then when you got some adults that's fucking promoting it to them and giving it to them,
Mm-hmm.
that only fucking that only just makes the problem worse. I remember I told one dude off because he was like, "Yo, bro, why you want to say, yo, bro? I know him and this is that and third." I say, "Yo, bro, you bugging." And I said, "Now, imagine it." I said, "Just imagine this, if you will." I said, "Imagine if it was a DT sitting right there and just watching the situation unfold. They just
Mm-hmm.
watched you sell to a minor, fool. What you think they gonna run down? They gonna run right down on your ass, nigga." I said, "You better be smart." I said, "And you shouldn't even be doing that shit anyway, bro. You bugging." I stopped telling them and all that behind that. It's like, bro, you bugging to us. Oh, niggas ain't gonna tell me who I can't get money from it. I said, bro, but that's crazy. For all you know, you could be selling something to the neighbor's sister. You bugging right now, nigga. Like, you won't get enough.
Man, before the you know what, let's just call it the P Diddy. Before the
Yeah.
P Diddy came out 3 years ago, people
Uh-huh.
were really talking about this pill epidemic because these new pills, they not party pills. They just straight killing these young folks. I don't know
Yeah.
what's in these new pills.
You either got fentanyl. If it's not that, you got something else in there. Shoot. You'll be surprised. Somebody probably cutting that shit with some sort of fucking chemical that shit. Some of that shit could be rat poison. You never even know. You got
Damn.
arsenic. You got many different things that'll kill your ass off. And if you ain't being mindful, some people are really just, that fentanyl is out more than anything. So again, that's where a lot of this shit is happening. Some of these people thinking they going to get those quote unquote pills they always get, and they ain't paying attention. And I messed around and got some shit. Again, you got to even be mindful because you got people putting shit in drinks now. I had 2 incidents in my area. I'm gonna say the first year of the pandemic. 2 people that overdosed out here. Luckily, they ain't died, but still drinking them nutcrackers, and the motherfuckers that they got it from was putting fentanyl and shit in it. That's all I'm saying. I'll be mindful. And I appreciate you, Miss 702, for popping up. Appreciate you, baby. No, but this is something that should be definitely taken into accordance. Some of y'all want to be grown so quick, you're going to find out the hard way. And before you learn the hard way, you should just love yourself enough not to do it. You do have something to offer to the world again, whether you believe it or not. And it's time for y'all to start making those adjustments and them smart choices as well. But this definitely was a good build in the conversation. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. I'm gonna actually try to get my grub on while I got the fucking appetite to do so. But I could definitely have a part 2 to this again. Oh yeah, and for those who are still in here, tomorrow night, yes, we are having poetry night. We also have an open mic music and all of that. So y'all got something y'all want to bring, y'all more than welcome. Hopefully, those who might be watching the replay or those who might just be coming across this live at some point, hopefully y'all did get something out of this. You can't escape a reality. I don't care how high you think you're going to try to get, you can't escape reality and you can't escape certain problems. You're going to have to face them shits head on. You want to be something in life, you want to prove to people wrong, do something. Do something while you're still here. Nah, no food coma yet. It's too early for that. And I ain't got nothing too heavy today, so I'm good. You know, but again, this was a good conversation. There'll be a part 2. And motherfucker. I knew it. Always one thing. My bad. But this is definitely a good conversation and a good build. And I most likely try to do this early Friday. Or I could do it Saturday, depending. But again, tomorrow night, open mic music, poetry, and comedy. So y'all more than welcome to pop up. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia. Y'all already know what it is. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real builds. And you already know you're going to get that morning session. So it definitely was a good conversation. But y'all stay safe and keep the third eye open. I see some of y'all running around these streets at some point. I believe Geek Truth is going live at midnight. And I believe Word is going on a little after midnight. So you'll see me somewhere around these streets. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.